Joker, a mute woman was introduced into the supporting cast of Batman. She never spoke, and in fact, she didn't understand a word anybody said. This is Cassandra Cain, raised by an assassin to be the ultimate killing machine. He'd raised her in, quote-unquote, the language of violence, never speaking to her, but constantly forcing her to go through training and physical hardship, to the point where he was even shooting at her. So, yeah, Christmas dinners were kind of uncomfortable. Instead of speaking, Cassandra developed an understanding of human body language, so much so that she could predict her opponent's actions before they did them, as well as determine their emotions. When her father finally brought her to assassinate someone, she did, but when she read the body language of someone dying by her own hand, she realized how horrible killing was and made the choice to never kill again. And thus she became Batgirl, maintaining a steady reader base for 80 issues. And since DC couldn't have a series that was actually doing marginally well, they canceled it and made her a villain. Enter Adam Beechen. Following Infinite Crisis, all the stories in DC's main line jumped ahead 1 year later, and Robin pursued a murder mystery where all signs pointed to Cassandra being the one responsible. Now, a lot of people thought this was a fake-out, since it was just so idiotic in its way of trying to paint her as a villain. And of course, in the end, it really was her. Suddenly, the woman who struggled to read the two words, "it was not only proficient in writing Navajo, one of the most complex languages on the planet, but she was making grand villain speeches to Robin and telling her how she wanted him at her side to dispense murderous justice. And Robin could suddenly beat her up because he was using no fighting style, which isn't how her abilities work. Adam Beechen freely admitted that he had barely glanced at her series when he got this assignment. There was an enormous fan backlash against this, particularly with fans on the internet striking back in various ways, with letter-writing campaigns, a fan comic that continues to this day, and various analyses of just how idiotic the tail turn was. DC was forced to invent a retcon that she had been drugged to turn her evil. It was half-assed, but hey, she's a hero again. Now, in fairness, this storyline was an editorial mandate. In fact, most of these turns to evil were editorial mandates, further proving that editors aren't writers, so they should stop pretending they are. But even despite the fact that it was an editorial decision, DC can't seem to stop screwing her over, because they keep handing writing assignments about Cassandra Cain over to Adam Beechen, the guy who screwed up her character to begin with. It's a noble effort to redeem him, but they need to just give up while they're ahead and hand it to people who actually give a damn. Damn it all, continually seeing these characters who I admire and look up to getting screwed over and made evil, it just makes me want to destroy the world! I'm with Cora. I read it and I wish I hadn't. And know that it's not going to become a new catchphrase.
Amazing innovation in pinball. It's pinball with a built-in cart. Whee! Look at that. See? We've got some coasters standing in at a 45-degree angle, flush the machine, so you don't need a cart with it. Strap your head up here, there'll be a strap attached to it, and then this little handle like, oh hi, I brought my pinball machine to the show, because it's a Team Heckendorf machine made of quality wood in the Midwest, where pinball was born and where it will die. But it hasn't died yet. So yeah, that's our new cabinet, and then leaving me a little feet so you can actually put it right on the head. It'll be like level. So yeah, we've got a standard lockdown bar here that we got for pinball light and the rails and everything. So this is going to be perfect for the Tesla versus Disney cabinet. So stay tuned.